Hey Front Row family, John here with your August video newsletter update. So many things to talk about, I don't even know where to begin. But let me just rattle off a list of cool things happening inside the charity as fast as I can. Ready? Stay with me. Number one, our two new staff members, Kelly and Rebecca, are amazing. They're doing phenomenal work. I can't wait to see what happens in the years ahead because of their incredible contributions. If you haven't had a chance to welcome them to Front Row Foundation yet, please do so when they call or email or when you see their stuff on Facebook. Second of all, we announced our Front Row Lawn Tournament Challenge for our community, and so several of you stepped up. You took advantage of the opportunity to rally your friends, have a tournament and donate some money to the charity. I want to thank all of you that did that. We're also going to extend it. We were only going to do it for July, but we're extending it through August. We really wanted to build some momentum with it. So if you didn't get a chance to do this yet, please rally 10 of your friends. Charge 20 bucks a head. There's 200 bucks in the pot. 100 goes to the charity, 100 goes to the winner of whatever you're doing, cornhole, bago, ladder ball, whatever, and have some fun and enjoy time with your friends and raise a little money for Front Row Foundation. It's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, so we invite you to participate in that. If you need any help or information or whatever, you got any questions, just email us, info@frontrowfoundation.org. Could we get 20 people in our community to say yes to that? And could each person raise 100 bucks? We'd have $2,000 towards our next Front Row experience. And as you know, we've had a waiting list of experiences for so long now, and it's just a funding issue. And so we're always, when we're talking about funding, we're talking about wanting to serve more people. So help us with that. Speaking of funding, I've got a huge announcement, and I'm so excited. November 13th of this year, Jamie Bogger and I, Jamie's my buddy who we started Front Row together back in 2005 when he challenged me to run a 53-mile marathon, and we raised money, and we sent out a letter to all of our friends and family. In fact, I'll include a link below this video to that exact letter 10 years ago that we sent out to start the charity. Well, weeks ago, Jamie and I kind of at the same time thought, wouldn't it be cool if we went out and redid the marathon, the double marathon, this year in honor of our 10 years. So we're doing it. And you might have watched the video last month. My buddy Hal Elrod, author of The Miracle Morning, amazing book, said, John, I'd like to donate the first 10,000, matching the first 100 $100 donors to your new campaign. Because he knew that our goal was $70,000. 70. How did we come up with that number? 10 years ago, we raised $7,000 with our ultra run to start the charity. And we thought in honor of our 10-year, let's 10x that number, 70 grand, let's go for it. I don't know what's gonna happen. But Hal steps up with 10 grand to kick it off and matching the first 100 $100 donations. So we're asking the whole community for your support. Help us out. We don't even know how we're going to get the 70 grand, but maybe you've got an idea. We'll be sending out a link if you wanted to donate personally or share it, whatever it might be. But we're looking for people to step up big. If you're somebody that's thought about a $1,000 donation or a $5,000 donation, 10,000. We're even wondering, when's that first $25,000 or $50,000 donation going to come into the charity? What if somebody out there who's just got the means to do so writes a $70,000 check right away? All the amazing experiences that we could create. As I said, we have a waiting list of people, and that's what motivates us. We want to get these people through the system and get them their Front Row experience. So 70 grand, November 13th, and I should mention, I have not run, as of this point, more than 4 miles at one time to train for this marathon. This is exactly what happened back in 2005. I'm confident we will do it. I hope you follow our progress along the way. I'll send out some video updates and tell you how I'm doing. My body's pretty good right now. I'm doing a little strengthening of the legs, but maybe even come join us. We're going to do this just north of Philly in a little town called New Hope, November 13th, 53 miles. I'm not going to promise that we're going to run the whole thing, but we are going to finish that day, and we're going to try to raise 70 grand between now and then to create some more Front Row experiences. It's going to be an exciting year, and I got one more thing, so don't go away. Best Year Ever Blueprint, December 5th in San Diego. So our number one sponsor, as I mentioned, Hal Elrod, he is our number one sponsor of Front Row Foundation. He is hosting this incredible event that I attended and actually spoke at last year. It literally, there's hundreds of people in the room, and the people that were there raved about how their lives will never be the same because they were in that room. So Hal so generously said to us, hey, why don't we partner together? You're going to do your 10-year celebration event. We have our best year ever. Why don't we just do it all at the same place? I mean, a lot of our friends are the same. Our community is the same. A lot of the Front Row Foundation community is already going to Hal's event. So we did it. We're partnered up. December 5th in San Diego. It's a 2-day event. It's going to be phenomenal. Go to bestyeareverblueprint.com for more information. That Saturday evening, we're going to celebrate 10 years of Front Row Foundation together. It's going to be a great event in San Diego. I hope you're there to join us. I know this has been a longer video. There's just so much going on. And you know what? I'm not even scratching the surface. I could keep telling you about all the exciting things that are happening with inside Front Row Foundation. Now, on a more serious note, I want to tell you this. What we do is very real. And I just got notice a couple days ago that one of our recent recipients, Chris, just recently passed. And it's really hard news on the team. Our team gets really vested into the recipients and their families. One of our event directors, Shannon, who you may know very well, went to see the family and had actually seen Chris just before his passing. Shared the news with our team about what was happening kind of day by day. And you know, one of the things I love about our staff and what we do is our staff really cares. And I watch the hearts and souls of our team, you know, not only suffer with Chris and his family and during this very difficult time, but I also saw the strength of our team and what we're doing and how real it is and how they love to They love what they do because of the difference that it makes for our recipients and their families. They love it. They absolutely love it. I wanted to share that with you because, again, all this stuff is so exciting, and we do want to live life in the front row, and we don't want to live in a place of fear and sadness, but what we do is very real. You know, 1 out of every 2 recipients that we serve loses their fight to their, you know, to whatever they're battling at the time. And so I bring that realness with you to bring that realness with you today to share with you a message of also you live life in the front row today. Call the people you love. You know, send that text message. Forgive that person. You know, let go of the bickering or the things that are holding you back, the negative feelings that don't belong in your life, and make the most of the time that you have. You know, tomorrow's guaranteed to nobody, and we know that. You know, we wanted to create a community, a front row family where people would, and we're not ignoring the fact that this ride ends for all of us at some point. That's the one thing we have in common is one day the ride will end for all of us. And tomorrow is guaranteed to nobody. And sometimes when we learn to embrace that fact, that this ride is temporary, we'll enjoy more of the days that we're here. And we get caught up in the busyness of life and, you know, the job and the things and the material possessions and making money and being important and blah, you know, just it goes on and on and on. And those things are many times important, but family and celebration and love, those are the critical factors. Do that today, you know, to the best of your ability. Love deeply today to the best of your ability. Thanks for being part of Front Row Foundation. Thanks for being part of something meaningful and important in people's lives. We're so glad that you're with us, and we look forward to another 10 years of amazing experiences and raising money together and living life together. So until next time, keep living life in the front row, and thank you. We love you. Cheers.